And we're back, and I want to apologize in advance for the topic that we were about to cover. This is something that we ran into. Hailey brought it to my attention probably
like
a year ago.
Yeah.
And she said, I want to talk about toilet paper. And I said, Hailey, no. We've got a class act show, and we can't go down that path.
Since then, we've gone way downhill. So.
That's right. A year of Hailey, and pretty much we can do it. So we're ready. Toilet paper. How did this even come about? How did you stumble onto this?
I honestly can't even tell you how I stumbled onto this.
Can't or won't?
I think it was when we had been doing some other like history segments. There was like the history of the ladder. And so I was looking at like other basic things in our lives that we don't really know where they came from. And yeah, to think that toilet paper at one point didn't exist. Now it does. It was strange when they did start using it. People thought that was ridiculous.
To use paper, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
And yet there's a list of things that seem really ridiculous that people use.
Right. So the way it happened is Hailey brings this up to me, and I remember it like it was yesterday. This is burned into my brain. You're sitting across from me right where you're at, and you've got your computer up, and you said, okay, what do you think people used for toilet paper before there was toilet paper? And of course I said corn cobs or something.
Yeah, we all know about that one.
We do. And that is strange to me.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's the cob. Like
I know. I don't even know how to have a conversation about it. It seems like there are other things that might have been available.
Would it be dried already?
I don't know.
Is it fresh corn cob, like just cleaned off?
I don't know, Hailey. This is why I'm afraid of this topic. It's way early on a Saturday.
I have a lot of questions.
I know she does. She does. She really does. And the corn cob, though, really is pretty minor.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to some of the other things.
Yeah.
So she shows me this article. Here's one. The personal hygiene stick.
Stick.
Yes.
A stick.
A stick.
From the ground. From a tree.
Yeah. And that's what it was. How does that even make sense?
I don't know.
Now, they did put sponges on them eventually.
Eventually, they would tie a sponge to the stick. But
they were community.
Exactly. They were shared. Like, this stayed wherever the business was happening.
Right. The Romans. They've got their little whatevers, the bathrooms, the lavatory. I don't know how to say it in Latin. You're going to have to just roll with me here. But they've got the row of seats. And then there's the stick.
Yeah. There's a stick.
Oh, John needs the stick. Pass him the stick. Right? That's so gross. I can't even even imagine. But that's just, again, the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. The other one? Stones.
Stones.
It sounds made up. They use sticks and stones.
I don't understand. You know, one of the conversations that we had, well, I could keep going. Ceramic.
Yeah.
So they find ceramic and they use that. Do you remember some of the other ones?
I thought that pine cones were on there, but that seems ridiculous.
No, they were. Pine cones were on there. All kinds of things like that. Handfuls of sticks. It wasn't just one stick. Somebody decided twigs might be better. A bundle.
Flexible.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. The sponge, at least we're starting to get into the realm of something I understand or can wrap my brain around.
The thing that blows my mind is that they were wearing clothing.
That's right. That's the thing. We had a big conversation, and it doesn't really matter what kind of clothing. No. It doesn't matter what era we're talking about. If they're wearing
that's better.
Animal hide, yes. If it's a leaf, as long as it's not poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac,
you're good to go.
You're at least better than getting out the old stick or the stones. Or the seashells. Remember seashells? That was another one. Seriously.
Why are they all hard?
Right. If you're wearing animal hide, why would you not think, well, wait a minute, it is supple for a shirt?
I drink water. I clean other things in water. Things could be reused.
Oh, water?
You know?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
But yes, water alone. That would be an option.
Well, like the bidet.
Exactly.
That was a great, huge, gigantic invention.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Well, though, if you're up for that.
Yeah,
We've talked
it's
to
way
a plumber,
better than
Hailey,
stick.
Yeah. Haley's in marketing. If she sold bidets, that would be the tagline. Way better than a stick. Miles better than a fistful of seashells.
Oh my god.
I can't say that.
It's too much.
Miles better than a handful of seashells, right? The bidet, Hailey approved.
Oh my gosh.
But we did talk to a plumber, a real plumber, who came on and just, it is the thing. And there's a lot of really good reasons. And really, I strongly recommend you check into that. That might be something that's right up your alley.
You can get a bidet installed in the toilet. But that's besides the point.
Yeah, we're way off the reservation. The big thing was clothing. No matter what you're wearing,
Right.
it's better than sticks. It's better than stones. It's better than seashells, right?
And then finally, when paper is invented,
In China, largely,
yeah,
right?
It was invented in China, and this was like the first time that they didn't just use like animal hide or like a woven fiber, basically. This
Or
was like
regular
a
paper
pulp that
for
was finally
writing
used.
things.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, that's what its first primary use was for.
And it was a long time still before they decided to make that into toilet paper. And when they did do that and people came from other countries, they thought they were ridiculous.
Can you imagine? Look at them. Toilet paper?
They're using paper.
They got stones everywhere, and they're using paper. What's wrong with them? Right.
Exactly.
None of that makes any sense. I wonder.
Really bizarre.
I wonder what caused that first person. Was it a book that was like crazy boring? I'll teach you to write another book like this. Rip. You know? I don't know how that all came about.
I don't know.
So many so many mysteries in history.
Yes.
Right? We're on it. We've got our nose to the grindstone. We're trying to figure out the answers to the questions that everybody out there is asking.
Well, Dan, I appreciate you letting me talk about this on air.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you appreciate that. And I apologize
Yeah, I apologize too.
for all the discomfort that we have caused. And yeah, you can send your emails to HaileyJ@repcolite.com. She will happily deal with those and answer them. In the meantime, Hailey, that's it. We're going to have to wrap it up. If you want to catch this one again, and I can't imagine that you wouldn't, you can find it online at repcolite.com. And make sure you check out the video on YouTube. You can head to YouTube.
Especially for this episode.
Yeah, and search for the Repcolite Home Improvement Show. You'll catch all of our episodes going forward right there. And we'd love it if you subscribed. And yeah, left a comment perhaps.
Anything.
Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know you're out there.
Anyway, dislike.
Whatever you do today, make sure paint's a part of it. The Repcolite and Port City paint stores are open until 3, waiting to help, and our bathrooms are all stocked. Floor to ceiling with regular good old toilet paper. I'm Dan Hansen.
And I'm Hailey Johnson. Thanks for listening.